Verbal Brick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. Look, there's a lot that's going on in the world today. Some of it we can control, and a lot of it we can't control, such as all the mass shootings that's taking place in America. We can't stop a madman from entering into any place armed with the gun and shoots a multitude of people. There's nothing we can do about that. We can kind of ask, why is this happening at such random accounts, and why so many mass shootings, right? What is the cause behind so many individuals who just says, fuck it, gets a gun and just let's go, right? What can we do about that? Nothing, right? Now, remind you, this is an adult show, so we talking adult language, right? We're using the language of the times, right? On Verbal Pig Radio. But why? What's the root cause of it? Well, as you know, there's pressure that's being applied to citizens of America, right? Meaning there's pressure being applied to the ones who fully encompass the theory of white superiority and white privilege, right? But as reality kicks in and a tornado comes through, hurricane comes through, COVID came through, unemployment came through, and they're not seeing an expression of white privilege or white superiority that they deem in their minds, if it's not displayed in the manner in which they feel it should be displayed in, some will say, well, the hell with it. If I can't be at the top, then I'll shoot as many as I can. I'll take myself out. Right. Because they fell for a false notion. Right. There is no white superiority unless it was deemed by the Creator. Now, I understand the 6,000 years of time that was given, but that time is up. So there's no field, there's no playground, there's no game board to operate and to show any white superiority in any type of competition. There's no field, there's nothing. I mean, how can you prove it, right? When it rains, it floods on black, white, brown, Asian alike. There's no raindrops like, you know what, I'm gonna just hit all the minorities, but you know, I'm gonna leave the white folks alone. You know, when the heat waves comes through and it gets so hot, the heat doesn't say, you know, I'm gonna just burn up all the other races, but I'm gonna make sure the white race stay nice and cool. You know, it doesn't work like that on society, right? So I want to read something to you guys, right, about blackness. I mean, which is my favorite topic, man. Look, I'm a dark-skinned black man, right? And I still go sit out in the sun and let that sun bathe me, give me that vitamin D. Man, when that sun aligns with that melanin and it heats it up and I'm out there relaxing, oh man, life is good, man, you know. I actually feel sorry for those who don't want to bask in the sun and roast that melanin. I mean, I hear it. I heard people, if I go out in the sun, I'm going to get darker. I don't want to get darker. I don't, you know. But yet, that's what builds up your immune system, gives you vitamin D, it protects your skin and everything, right? You're missing out on this sun and you're wondering why you around here looking frail and sickly, but it is what it is. I guess some feel like, hey man, the closer I look to the colonizer, the better off I'll be treated. Yeah, right. Ask Meghan Markle, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter. And I know y'all heard me say it 1,000 times. You got 1 drop of melanin or 1,000,000 drops of melanin. In the eyes of a racist, you get treated the same. So let's deal with that. But on blackness, though, melanin has a chemical component. What is it? Carbon 18. Hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen all make up melanin. I mean, just sit back, man. It's the oldest substance that existed. It's the origin in which all beings come from. And you turn your back on the origin, it's mind blowing. But it also attests to the damaging effects of slavery. I mean, we are living specimens of what took place during slavery when we don't honor and love that melanin or that blackness that's within self. It shows that we've been taught to eat the wrong foods, or we've been taught by an enemy to make us hate ourselves and who we are, right? So it's this wonderful book because I don't want to be long. I'm trying to keep my content down because I can go, but I want to keep my content down. And this book is titled There Are Only 2 Religions in the Whole World: Religious Confusion versus the Black Spiritual Rise. Now, why do we need a black spiritual rise? Because as I stated, 6,000 years is up. It's time for us to rise. Now, there is nothing higher than supreme wisdom, right? Because it's a science and it's a mathematical solution to waking up the mind so your body can follow and you can think in terms of what's going to be beneficial to not only you, but to your people in your community and those that's around you. But you have to have a certain knowledge to rise above the negative knowledge that was given to us by the colonizer. So what this show tries to do is take knowledge from various places and explain it to the audience in a way that they can use it in order to benefit their own lives. And when I say benefit their own lives, meaning take pride within themselves so you can beat away all the negativity that was taught to surround blackness. Matter of fact, they even tried to connect something negative with the color black when black is all positive. All positive. Let me explain. It says, the one God is the blessed tie that binds all divine righteousness and divine wisdom together. We must now understand who we are so that we do not further fall prey to the divide and conquer tactics of our enemies any more than we already have. Meaning that it's a period now. It's meaning it falls solely on our shoulders if we still fall for negative tactics and we fall for the okie doke in 2021. That means you the fool. Nobody, you just the fool. If you still in that same slave narrative mindset, it's on you because it has no purpose in where we're going, right? So this is not for those who know. This is for those who don't know so that they can join on in with those who know. All right. It is about that time. It is about that time. Don't you think? Look at that. It is about that time. Are you in agreement? Or, do you like getting, or do you like pain? Let's put it like that. Yes, I think so too. May I ask you a question, black man and woman? What would happen if we stopped looking to our enemies for spiritual guidance? Wonderful question. Okay, let me break the question down. Right. We look to others for spiritual guidance, right? Especially for those who close their eyes and they see white Jesus. You looking to others for spiritual guidance. You look to others for spiritual guidance when they tell you how to handle situations that are affecting your lives, right? But they tell you how to handle it in a way that's not beneficial to you, that's beneficial to them. They'll put it in a way to where you will remain in the same spot you were before you even ask the question. And make sure you don't get out of that spot, right? Right, because why? They don't want to divide and conquer. Plus, they don't want to share the spotlight with you. So they're not going to give you any sound, solid advice. If that's the case, our problems would have been solved 50, 60, 700 years ago. We wouldn't be singing the same old songs and going through the same old things had our enemy or colonizer gave us the right spiritual guidance. Okay. So it says, what would happen if we stopped looking to our enemies for spiritual guidance and started to look towards the one true God rooted within the nature of our own true selves? What if we started to realize that all of these books of knowledge are in fact just pieces to the same one puzzle? What if we realized that all of this divine wisdom was originally authored through our own forgotten ancient ancestors of divine? What if we started to realize who we really are? Well, who are we? We are the original black people from which all others was born. This is why we are called the mothers and fathers of civilization. We have given birth to all, and therefore all is contained within the origin of our fertile blackness. All others are yet different, manifest attributes of what is contained within the one original archetype. Do you understand? With a study of nature, we find that the whole spectrum of individual colors have come from the collective origin of black, and it is there that they all must eventually return. So within the collective blackness, there is no red, no green, no blue, no yellow, no white, or no purple. Once returned to their state of origin, they are all one. They are all black. Black is the collective whole of the entire color spectrum manifesting simultaneously at one time. Black only manifests itself into many different colors that it may gain a better knowledge of the contents of self. Let me stop right there. Things can manifest from up out of you so you can look at it and study it and learn from it. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, it too is encompassed by black. We are all in tribes and families that we may know one another and therefore no self. Can you see the parallels? Well, in the original black man and black woman, there is no Jew, no Christian, no Muslim, no Buddhist, no Egyptologist, or no metaphysicist. We are Allah, that at one time. All of these different fields of study have originated from the same one school of thought, which was born from one ancient black collective consciousness. A Torah, a Bible, a Quran, a book of ancient hieroglyphs, a book of Chinese philosophy, and I'm turning the page, a book of metaphysics, or any book of mathematics and science, all have their common rooted origin in a fertile black seam of divine consciousness, okay? Are you hearing this? Listen closely. You are that black seam of consciousness, and that black seam runs deeply within your heart, mind, collective, subconscious memory, and DNA genetic coding. Yes. And the reason that we are so religiously confused today is because we have let other people define us according to these recent Johnny-come-lately surface-level religious titles, names, and labels. But wait, see, you are much, 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 much deeper than that. You are the essence from which all of these religions have come forth. You are the original mind and that original heart of spirituality from which all of these spiritual descriptions have derived. Yes, you cannot limit me, an original black man, to a surface level religious title. Please, I am the Muslim, the Jew, or the original Hebrew, the Christian, the Egyptologist, the metaphysicist, and everything else all at the same time. I am all of this by nature. Yes, this is true. I am of the original black nation. I am the origin. I am the awakened original black man and woman understands that the root definition of the word Muslim only means one who is in submission to the will of God. That is our nature. The root definition of the word Jew only means one who is circumcised of the heart. That is our nature, circumcised. The root definition of the word Christianity only means one who seeks to be crystallized into the mind of the Christ or the mind of God. That is our nature. Do you clearly understand? I am an original Muslim because I am one who is in submission to the will of God. I am an original Jew because I am one who is circumcised of the heart. I am an original Christian because I am one who seeks to be crystallized into the mind of the Christ or the mind of God. I am an original Egyptologist because I am the black seed to the great ancient civilization of Kemet, and every divine black god and divine black goddess that has ever existed is wrapped up within the subconscious mind of my third eye, awaiting the right stimulus to awaken and exhibit the meiotic balance of supreme peace and supreme power of ancient divine. I am in original metaphysics because I understand that to study the higher scientific laws of the outer physical world while focusing on the complementing interactions of energy and matter throughout our universe will assist us in understanding the relative complementary interactions of energy and matter within our own internal being that will guide us toward the alignment of our lives with the divine nature in which we were originally created, so that this harmonious alignment will bring peace to our total atmosphere or sphere of atoms. Yes, I am all of that most importantly, this means that you are all of that. We are the original, the origin. Man, oh my God, that's just so wonderfully said. That the purpose, man, of all of this is to lift the people up so they don't get lost and fall into the dark and latch a hold to the light as we bring forth a strong, budding people in the midst of the chaos that's around us and that's yet to come. This so you can have a solid foundation so you don't fold and hold on through this rocky ride. Because trust me, it's getting greater. It's getting good. You know, the other side is looking good. It's looking promising. We're going to keep moving forward, but trust me, things are looking good. Everybody stay on your mission, stay on your path, uplift one another. Hell, check out Black's Journey, which it's coming to a platform. I'll let you know as soon as everything is ready to go, right? And that'll be another tool you can visually see and hear that you can add into your quest for knowledge. You know, add more ammunition to your mind's eye as we keep moving forward. Vero Pick'em Radio, thank you for your listenership. We not done yet. We out.